shaking and wiggling. Let's get in the groove. Wave your hands, move your feet. Are you ready to move?
Hey, boys and girls, welcome to Movement Mondays with Miss Allison and your LaFouche Parish Library. We are gonna get started with our first movement song of the day, and it's all about a big old turkey. Because we might talk about that next holiday that's coming, Thanksgiving, all that eating we're gonna be doing. We better get to moving with some movement, So, our first story is about my turkey. So, I need you to find a turkey here. Find a turkey here. Gobble, gobble. So, I have a big turkey, big and fat. He spreads his wings and he walks like that. His daily corn he cannot miss. And when he talks, it sounds like this. Gobble, gobble, gobble. Gobble, gobble, gobble. You think you can do that with me? Let's try it again. Here's your turkey. It's a fist with a thumb out. There's your turkey. I have a big turkey, big and fat. He spreads his wings and walks like that. His daily corn he would not miss. And when he walks and talks like this, gobble, 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 gobble. So let's stay tuned for this next book all about one little mouse that says it's enough.
One is a feast for mouse.
So get in your reading corner and let's get ready for our next story time adventure. Gobble, gobble. One is a feast for mouse, a Thanksgiving tale. Written by Judy Cox. Illustrated by Jeffrey Ebler. With permission from Holiday House, an imprint of Penguin Random House. After Thanksgiving dinner, Mouse crept out of his hidey hole and looked around. The house was quiet. Dad snoozed in his chair with his book. Mom dozed in front of the TV. Outside, the kids played football in the crisp yellow leaves. Cat curled up by the fire. He yawned and stretched his stripy tail. Then he closed his greeny eyes and went to sleep. Mouse scampered up the tablecloth. Thanksgiving leftovers were still on the table. So much to eat. Mouse saw a teensy tiny toothsome green pea all by itself under a plate. Give thanks, he thought. One will be a feast for me. Mouse rolled the pea across the tablecloth to take it back to his hidey hole. But his eyes were bigger than his stomach. He saw 6 leftover cranberries glowing like rubies on a silver saucer. I'll just take one, he said to himself. One is a feast for me. He balanced one cranberry on top of the pea and started once again across the table to his hidey hole. Just then he saw 3 olives, black and shiny, in a dish. I'll just take one, he thought. One is a feast for me. He put the olive on top of the cranberry on top of the pea and carried the tidbits across the table. Then he saw the carrot sticks, crunchy and munchy and orange. I'll just take one, he thought. One is a feast for me. He stuck one carrot stick into the hole in the olive, balanced both on top of the cranberry on top of the pea, and started back to his hidey hole. Then he saw the mashed potatoes. Mouse potatoes. There was just one scoop left on the plate. I'll just take the plate, Mouse thought. What a feast I will have!
He balanced the plate of potatoes on top of the carrot stick in the hole in the olive on top of the cranberry on top of the pea. Mouse started off across the table. Then he saw the gravy, brown and luscious, in a silver gravy boat. Gravy for the mouse potatoes, he thought. I must have that for my feast. And he balanced the gravy boat on top of the mashed potatoes, on top of the carrot stick stuck in the olive, on top of the cranberry, on top of the pea. And he started off. But then he spotted the pumpkin pie. One slice of pie, brown and dimpled, with the collar of fluffy cream. So he balanced the pie on top of the gravy boat, on top of the mashed potatoes, on top of the carrot stick stuck in the hole in the olive, on top of the cranberry, on top of the pea, and he started across the table. The pie slid, but Mouse caught it just in time. Mouse bobbed and bobbled across the tablecloth on his way to his hidey hole for his Thanksgiving feast. He didn't see Cat creeping closer and closer. But Mouse saw the turkey, brown and juicy, surrounded with parsley. Much was gone, but there was enough left for a mouse feast, or even two. I'll just add that, thought Mouse. And he carefully placed the turkey platter on the very top of his pile, on top of the pie, on top of the gravy, on top of the mashed potatoes, on top of the carrot stick stuck in the hole of the olive, on top of the cranberry, on top of the pea. He started off across the table to his hidey hole, and there, at the table's edge, he met Cat, greedy-eyed and hungry, clawing up the table on the tablecloth. Mouse skidded to the top. The turkey wibbled and wobbled, slid and slipped. Mouse danced to keep his feast balanced, pirouetted like a ballerina, juggled like a platter spinner. But off slid the turkey, whoosh, with a plop, landing smack on Cat. Down crashed the pumpkin pie and the boat with the gravy. Down crashed the mashed potatoes with a clatter that woke Mom. Down fell the carrot stick, still impaled in the olive. Down went the cranberry, which rolled, leaving a red track across the tablecloth. Down went the pea, all catawampus off the table, rolling onto the floor. Off scampered Mouse, quick as a bandit, back to his hidey hole, ahead of Cat. He huddled in his hidey hole, his heart pitter-pattered. He peered out. Down came the broom on the stripy, greeny-eyed Cat. "Bad kitty!" shouted Mom. "Outside!" And she swept the cat out of the door. Mouse looked around, whiskers trembling in fright. No Thanksgiving feast for me, he thought. Just then he spotted, glowing in the corner, one teensy tiny, round and toothsome, green and luscious pea. Give thanks. One is a feast for me. The end.
The leaves in the trees are orange, yellow, brown, orange, yellow, brown, orange, yellow, brown. The leaves in the trees are orange, yellow, brown, all through the town. The leaves in the trees come tumbling down, tumbling down, tumbling down. The leaves in the trees come tumbling down, all through the town. The air in the air goes swish, 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 swish. The leaves in the air go swish, 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 all through the town. The leaves on the ground go crunch, 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 crunch. The leaves on the ground go crunch, 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 all through the town. People in the town go break, 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 break. The people in the town go break, 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 all through the town. The turkeys in the town go shh, 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 gobble, gobble, shh, 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 gobble, gobble, shh, shh, shh. The turkeys in the town go shh, 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 gobble, gobble.